Live a life that is worthy of emulation. Live a life that can attract somebody. Do you desire to be fruitful? The qualification for fruitfulness is that you must abide in him. Settle. When men shall say there is a casting down, you will announce that there is a lifting up. Genesis chapter 4, are you there? Okay. Genesis chapter 4. I want to read just 2 verses. And I will talk just for a few minutes. And I start praying. Genesis chapter 4. Let me consider verse number 8. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. Mark that word. Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother. Mark that word. And slew him. Come on. And slew him. Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? Where is Abel thy brother? If you bring it to a simple English, where is Abel your brother? Where is Abel your brother? Help me touch somebody close to you. Say, where is your brother? Oh, come on, say that to everybody here. Say, where is your brother? Come on, talk to somebody. Where is your brother? You may be waiting for me to preach, and I will round off now. Where is your brother? Where is your brother? Do you want to go to heaven alone? Where is your brother? Do you want to be saved alone? Where is your brother? Do you want to be the only one to obtain mercy and grace? Where is your brother? Turn to that fellow one more time. Say, where is your brother? And what is his answer? He didn't answer you. Ask again. Say, where is your brother? Come on now. Where is your brother? Where is he? Where is your brother? Where is your brother? Come on, somebody please answer me. Where is your brother? He's in the village, in the market, at the office, at area. Where is your brother? Oh yeah, now please ask yourself as I ask myself, Kingsley, where is your brother? Ask yourself, Kingsley, where is your brother? And what is the answer? I want you to answer before I talk. Is where? You are looking at me like, come on now. In Genesis chapter 4, we consider the account of 2 brothers. The Bible called them Cain and Abel. You know the story better than myself. I don't want to go into details. I'm just looking for something. Now, verse 8 said that Cain talked with the brother Abel. Oh my God. Now to talk is to have fellowship. Now to talk is to have coherenization. To talk is to fellowship together. Now I feel it here, because in this house I have my brothers, I have my sisters right where you're seated looking at me. When I saw verse 8, repeat it twice. Number one, it says that Cain talked with his brother. The Bible called him the brother. And again in the same verse 8, he repeated it again, that he stood up against his brother. Repeated brother again. I began to ask myself, who is my brother? Who should I consider to be my brother? If I base my judgment on the story of Cain and Abel, then it means that my brother is that person that I and him came out from the same biological womb. Now I said it may not be right. I want to find out who my brother is, and the best person to answer me that question is our Lord Jesus Christ. Then I followed our Lord Jesus Christ. I discovered that when he was teaching at the temple, it got to a time when his mother and the brothers were living. They left without him. They came back looking for him, and when they entered the temple, somebody came to inform him and said, your mother and your brothers and sisters, they are looking for you. Jesus turned around and said, who could be my brother? Who could be my mother? Who is in the position to be my brother and sisters? He said, these ones who hear my voice, these ones that I fellowship with, they are my brothers, they are my sisters. Then I shouted on top of my voice, that is to say, I got the highest number of brothers, I got the highest number of sisters. Brother, I don't need another brother, you are my brother. I don't need another sister, you are my sister. How do I know my brothers? How do I know my sisters? If we belong to the same folk, if we share the same gospel, if Jesus is the Jesus of your life and the Jesus of my life, then you are my brother, then you are my sister. Then I ran into conclusion that when I saw brother, he was talking about brother in the context of godly brother. And now it means as I look at you now, you are my brother. It means as I look at you now, you are my sister. But something happened. They talked, and we are talking now. We are having fellowship. We are having fellowship in his presence. No, my brother. Verse 8 said that Cain talked with the brother. How can I talk with my brother and harm my brother? How can I talk with my brother and have evil in my heart against my brother? And I call him brother, and I call him brother. But there is something I noticed. I noticed that God was watching. Even when they were in the field, God was watching. Even when they were talking, God was watching. And then verse 9, God asked the question I want to ask the church. God said to Abel, you have finished verse 8, but in verse 9, God said to Cain, where is your brother? I came to ask the church, I came to ask believers, where is your brother? Where is the one we fellowship together with here? Where is your brother that used to sit close to you before? Where is your brother that used to stand for the gospel before? Where is your brother? We belong to a church, we belong to Christianity where we kill our brothers. Don't wait for when you will raise anything to stab your brother. Don't wait for when you will shoot your brother with a gun. We kill our brothers with our mouth. We kill our sisters with our mouth. We kill them by ignoring them. We kill them by not lending helping hands to them. Where is your brother? I came to ask the church, where is your brother? Until the church wakes up to fight for their brother. Until the church stands up to fight for their brother. Until the church say no, that the kingdom of hell will not snatch my brother. The kingdom of hell will not snatch my sister. I will go all out. I will look for my brother. I will look for my sister. I will not let the enemy win my brother. I will not let the enemy win my sister. Until the church gets there, the church is still behaving like Cain. The church is killing their brother. Are you always happy when your brother is in trouble? Are you always happy when your brother fall out of faith? So many of us feel better. I told you he will go. I told you she will go. I told you this one will not last. I told you that one will not last. Brother, stop it. Sister, stop it. That is not the right thing to do. Go look for your brother. Sister, go look for your brother. Brother, go look for your brother. Don't let the enemy defeat them. Don't let the enemy take them away. Go fight for your brother. Cain rose up. He rose up in the field. The church today, are you not rising up against your brother? Are you not rising up against your sister? What do you say behind them? What do you talk when they are not there? How do you encourage them? What do you do when they get close to you? When they come to your house, how do you treat them? The issue of class in church have made so many brothers to fall out, made so many sisters to fall out. We think we are rejoicing. The slogan in the church today is, if they want to come, let them come. If they don't want to come, let them go. Brother, that word is from the pit of hell. They just must come. That is why Jesus died. He died for my brother. He died for my sister. I have the assignment not to allow the devil take my brother. You have the assignment not to allow the devil take your brother. I beg you, child of God, until you strengthen another, you are not strong in faith. Until you fight for another, God may not recognize you. I come to talk to somebody. Too many prayers are not answered today because our brothers are not there. And the Bible says, he that winneth a soul is wise. Don't send out souls from the kingdom. Bring souls to the kingdom. What is your character like? How do you slay your brothers in the compound where you live? How many persons from there can attend our church just because of you? In the compound where you live, how many people have you won to Jesus just because of how you live? I charge you by the word of God, your behavior can win souls to Jesus. Somebody will walk up to you and say, I love the way this brother does his things. I love the way this sister does her things. Which church is your church? I want to belong there. I'm not somebody who will say, if church is this one's own, I will not be a Christian. You are killing that soul. You are taking the place of Cain. Don't wait till you go to carry machete. Don't wait till you go to carry the sword. Don't wait till you carry gun. Your behavior is either saving a brother or killing a brother. The words from your mouth, it's either saving a brother or killing a brother. What do you say to people? How do you approach them in church? What is your language like? What are the words that proceed out of your mouth? Are you the type that talk to people anyhow? Are you the type that speak to people just the way it pleases you? I charge you by the word of God, from now henceforth, you need to know that you will give account of your brother. I didn't know until I read Genesis chapter 4 verse 9. God said to Cain, where is your brother? You don't do to your brother whatever pleases you. You don't do to your brother what you want to do. You don't do to your brother the way you like. You will do to your brother as God have commanded us. Help me one more time. Look that person in the face and say, where is your brother? Many of our brothers are not here today because we made them feel that they don't belong. Many of them are not here today because we dehumanized them. Many of them are not here today because you carried bad rumor about them. Many of them are not here today because of the things that you have said with your mouth about them. Many of them are not here today because you gave them the highest level of humiliation. Where is your brother? Turn to somebody one more time. Say, where is your brother? I want somebody to answer this question. Where is your brother? So many of them are not here today because we've used our mouths to run them down. Many of them are not here today because we have talked them into becoming ashamed of themselves. How many of you know that many do not go to church today because they are ashamed of themselves? Many are not in church today not because they do not want to go, but because somebody made them believe that because of the level of their sin that God will never forgive them. Many of them are not Christians today because we make them feel that they are condemned already. We make them feel that there is no hope for them. We make them feel that they cannot be anything better. Many of them are not here today because of our ways of life. Child of God, most times our holier than thou attitude kill our brothers than saving them. Most times the way we carry ourselves make those out there feel that there is no hope anymore. You are a brother's killer. You are supposed to be a brother's keeper. Where is your brother? Will you go to heaven alone? Can you alone carry the blessings of God? When God is blessing your brother, you are angry. When another is increasing, you are angry. Can you alone carry the blessings of God? Where is your brother? When something bad happened to your brother, you are happy. You are a brother's killer. We need to encourage those who are down and not to kill them the more. How do you react when a brother or a sister make mistake? We don't pray for them to make mistake. But we must not belong to the church that kill our wounded soldiers. We have to help our wounded soldiers. He asked Cain, he said, Cain, where is your brother? Do you know the answer of Cain? And that is the answer of many in our generation. Cain said, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Cain was asking God, am I my brother's keeper? We live in a generation where people ask questions like, am I my brother's keeper? And the truth is that you are supposed to be your brother's keeper. The truth is that you are supposed to be your brother's keeper. How do you treat your brother when he is down? How do you treat your brother when he's wounded? Are you a brother's keeper or a brother's killer? These messages are not preached in church anymore. And that was why before we started, I said, I'm going to provoke you. I'm going to provoke you because many of us do not want to hear this. But this is the principal matter. This is the bedrock of Christianity. You can't kill your brother or stop your brother from going to heaven and expect God to celebrate you in heaven. Brother, if the only thing you will do is to spend your time and money, spend your wisdom and knowledge to make sure you win a brother, you are building yourself strong in the kingdom, and the kingdom will not forget you. Too many of us think that what they will use to rate you is the amount of money you have. Child of God, I have discovered something. I have discovered that no matter how much money you have, the day God takes away breathing from you, you won't know where those money are. You will not know where they are. No matter how many buildings you build. And you know, somebody told me something. Somebody told me that children whose father used to buy property and buy property, that when they grow up, they always sell and sell properties. As though, you know, I wanted to find out. But ladies and gentlemen, I've discovered that that thing is close to the truth. Because children whose parents have too many properties, as soon as their parents die, their first line of action is to start selling. And the man who owned this thing, even before his death, was looking for another one to buy. But immediately he closed his eyes, the children will take up another agenda and project of selling. Now the only thing that will follow you is what you have invested in the kingdom, which has to do with humanity and how many souls you are able to save. Are you a brother's keeper or a brother's killer? Brother, if I be a brother's keeper, I will not have the mind to run you down even behind you. Even when you are not there, I will not have the mind. Anybody that will have the mind to talk about you in a bad way when you are not there is not a brother's keeper, it's a brother's killer. It takes a brother's killer to shut the door, open his or her mouth, and start running another brother down. Brother, but I have a question for you. What are you going to gain when you run your brother down? What will be your gain when you run your sister down? Why don't you be a brother's keeper? Even when you know they have made mistakes, your assignment is not to hold the mistake to their neck and strangle them to death. Your assignment is to find a way to help them out of the condition they found themselves. Your assignment is to help them and not to kill them. When you know some things about them that is deep, you don't make it a general news. Every man on earth, every flesh, nobody here that is an angel. There is nobody that has not made one mistake or the other. I tell you this, brother, your mistake may not be the same with your brother, but when you know your brother's own, don't use it against him. When you know your sister's own, don't use it against her. That is a way to build the kingdom. How many persons have you been able to encourage? How many persons whose faith and belief is failing them have you been able to encourage and bring back strong in faith? Or your own assignment is to make sure they will not rise, is to make sure their heads won't come up, is to make sure they remain where they are. Are you a brother's keeper or you are a brother's killer? I come to challenge you with the word of God. If I come to that place where you do business and I see you as a brother, can I be safe in your hands or I will run into more trouble? What they sell 200 naira as a brother, will you look me in the face and tell me the truth and tell me, brother, this thing is 200 naira? Or you will look at me and say it's an advantage, I got him, brother. You know I'm your brother, you can't go to any other shop, it's 300, bring it. And that thing is sold for 200. Are you a brother's keeper or you a brother's killer? Which one should I now believe? Brother, I charge you by the word of God. If every other person sell it 200 naira, when your brother appear, you should reduce rather than increasing. You tell your brother, they sell this thing 200 naira. You can go and find out everywhere, but because you are my brother, I will give it to you for 190 or 180, and your brother will know that you are a brother's keeper and not a brother's killer. When your brother meets you in the market and he's looking for something you don't have, and you say, brother, sit down, I go get it for you. You get it and you give it to your brother exactly the same price they gave it to you. I'm not saying won't I eat, am I not paying shop rent? You will get it on the head of your brother. One thing you must know is that God is watching. He will ask you, where is your brother? He will ask you, where is your brother? What are you supposed to do when your brother shows up? The same thing when your sister shows up. When you meet them in trouble, what do? Are you a policeman? When you are standing on the road and your brother is coming, what do? Some policemen will hide themselves. They will dodge you so that their colleagues can hold you. Come on, how many of you understand what I mean? How many of you understand what I mean? So that their colleagues can hold you. When their colleagues stop you, you will see them hiding. Why are they hiding? They don't want to save their brother. This is not Christianity. Christianity is not done that way. The right thing should be, you will come out from there. Leave him. He is my brother. A Muslim will not back the brother. Why will a Christian back his brother? And they laugh at us. That is why we cannot win them easily. Talknado family, the only and the easiest way to win others is when you show love one to another. There is a way you people will be behaving out there. Anybody who doesn't belong here will feel that I am losing something. There's a way you will behave to yourself. Immediately we share the grace now and we are going home. All the people living around your area, all the people going your way, you will just park them in your car and you driving them towards that direction. You just taking them home and people will see. Everybody will say, what are people? They love themselves so much. My brother, how many of you know that the best way to enjoy life is to share it with another? Is to share it with another. How will they know that we are of God, child of God? Instead of you to buy rice 200 naira and meat 4,000 naira, only you will eat. And you have people around you who are hanging without food, and you just come out there, or you give all of us food, give us rice 1,000, let all of us share it and give us. Do you know, even if it is 2 spoons you are able to get it, you will be so satisfied because you have shared with brother. Come on, help me ask somebody, are you a brother's keeper? Because you have shared it with somebody, because you've made somebody smile. How many of you know that when you eat that 5,000 alone, there's no joy in you? But when you share it with brothers, when you share it with sisters, and all of you eat it with joy, when you are leaving that place, there's joy in your heart. You will look better than when you eat the 5,000 alone. Help me talk to your neighbor. Say, are you a brother's keeper? Talk to him, talk to her. Say, are you a brother's keeper, or you are a brother's killer? Are you a brother's keeper? We need to be our brother's keeper. We need to be our brother's keeper. I don't know if I'm provoking somebody now, but I'm telling you the truth. We need to be our brother's keeper. Are you a tailor? Do you plait hair? Are you a barber? When your brother walks into your shop and you look around, I've been barbing since morning. What will it cost me to barb this brother's head for only 200 naira? And you finish barbing your brother. Your brother is putting his hand into his pocket to pay you. You say, brother, don't worry, go. And the brother turns around and tells you, God bless you. Somebody will walk into the shop and pay you for 10 person's head. That is the blessing of God. And not when your brother come in, he said, nah, pay. Your generator. I'm using generator to barb this hair. Come on. You plait your sister's hair. What other people will collect 2,000 naira to do, you will do your sister's own and say, you have money. Give me 3,000. You have money. You are doing it like joke, but you are pressing it on the sister. Oh, are you your sister's keeper, or you a sister's killer? Tomorrow your sister will not want to come to you. They will go to another. But when we patronize one another, we do better. Come on now. Am I talking to you right now? Help me. Stand up from where you are and walk up to 5 persons and ask each of them, are you a brother's keeper or a brother's killer? Make sure you ask up to 7 of them and receive answers from them. Get answers from them. For some time now, ask the person, am I a brother's keeper or a brother's killer? Ask somebody who knows you. Tell the person to tell you the truth. Ask somebody who knows you. This is the house of God and we need to say the truth. Anybody who has come to you to carry one negative information or the other about another is a brother's killer. You better tell them now so they can get born again. No matter the title you carry, brother's killer, you easily know them. In church, their head will not rest. Like their neck is going to fall off. Their hands will rest. Brothers killers. That's how you know them. God punished the devil. The devil is a liar. Where is your brother? If you pursue everybody from the church, are you going to worship alone? Help me ask them, where is your brother? Where is your brother? It is better you have a permanent seat in heaven than have a permanent seat in church. It is better you have a permanent seat in heaven than have a permanent seat in church. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. How many people have you fought in church? How do I know brothers killers? People who cannot give their seats for another. Chairman, you are the men's chairman. If any member of the men is standing up now, you are bound by duty to give them your seat and stand up. That is a brother's keeper. That is a brother's keeper. When you can sacrifice for another. He said, walk in my vineyard and I will walk in your vineyard. When you are a brother's keeper, I will keep you. When you are a brother's keeper, I will keep you. When you are busy scattering, he will be busy scattering you. You don't know who God is. After you ask yourself, what is happening in my life? What is happening to my business? What is happening to me? Why you are the one who is doing yourself, my friend? Put things together. He will put things together for you. When you are the leader, that's when you want things to work. Anytime Edebere is the leader, Edebere will be out to say if things must work. Once you remove it from Edebere, he will be plotting on how things will scatter. You are a brother's killer. You are not a brother's keeper. What are you doing? We are not here to compete with one another. We are here to complement one another. I cannot say it must be in my leadership that things will work. In the leadership of another, things should scatter so that they will know I am important. You are not doing it to man, you are doing it to God. And the God you are doing it to will tell you that he is God, that he is not man. My brother, whether it is me or you, let things work. If I know what will make it work, I will share it with you. I will give you the idea that will make it work. Father, help me now. Help me. Ask your neighbor, are you a brother's keeper or a brother's killer? Are you a brother's keeper or a brother's killer? What is happening in the kingdom? What are we fighting over? What are we dragging? Why do you want to kill your brother Cain? What has Abel done to you? If your brother is alive, it's a generational blessing. If your brother leave, all of us will succeed together. What is wrong with you, Cain? Why must your brother die? Because he has done what you are not able to do. Because he has done what you are not able to do. That is why he must die. Brother, it must not be me. If God wants to use you to bless us, let him use you. And when God is using you to bless us, my heart will be glad.
Bible believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
When your sister walk up to you and say to you, somebody is asking for my hand in marriage, and you are not married, how do you feel? That is when to know a brother's keeper and a brother's killer. Some of them will sit there and ask you, the man that want to marry you, what is his name? And you tell her, that kind of name. Is it that kind of name you want to marry? Okay, where does he come from? Hey. Ngwa. Come on now. Hey. Olokwa. Now, the next thing is, what does he do? I tell you. Onanya keke. Keke. You know what she's trying to do? She wants to discourage you. But you are a brother's killer. Shame unto you. God punish the devil. Are you a brother's keeper or you a brother's killer? What do you sit to talk about? Help me ask your neighbor one more time. Say, are you a brother's keeper or you're a brother's killer? Cain, why must you kill Abel? Why? Why must you kill Abel? Why must you kill Abel, Cain? Cain, Abel is your brother. Abel is your brother. The only reason Cain wanted to kill Abel was because Abel was more honorable. When you feel somebody is more than you, you want that person to go down. You are a brother's killer. That is why when you see me wearing this shirt, Elder is wearing now, because you're looking for a way to run me down. You say, this one is not the original. It's the fake one. Because you are looking for a way to bring me down. God punish the devil. Amen. Help me ask that person close to you, are you a brother's keeper? Or you're a brother's killer? Anybody that become your friend must leave the church. Then you are a brother's killer. You tell them stories that will make them leave, but you will stay. You tell them things that will push them away, but you will stay. You are a brother's killer. I charge you now, go and look for them. I charge you by the word of God, go and look for them. Help me tell your neighbor, say, go and look for them. Some of them are still your friends. Some of them are still your neighbors. You can convince them to buy clothes, but you can't convince them to come to church. I've been talking to her. She doesn't want to hear. It's not true. You've not truly talked to her. You've not truly spoken to him. If you speak to him truly, he will come back. If you speak to her truly, she will come back. Just that you are a brother's killer. Just that you are a brother's killer. You think you are hurting somebody else. You don't know you are hurting God. Jesus showed up and he said to Saul, he said, I am Jesus whom thou persecuted. When you were fighting the church, you thought you were fighting the church. You were not fighting the church. You are directly fighting me. That was what Jesus said. You are directly fighting me. Child of God, there are things you do in church. You don't know you are directly fighting God. Everything they say in church, you will interpret and translate it in another way. There are some of you who are busy. You are here. You are Lomaju Ugoji in disguise. Your own is to translate to people what we have said. Any announcement made on this altar, you have a clear understanding of it. Then those who didn't hear well, you go to explain to them. And you will explain to them in your own way. Anytime a message is preached from the altar, you tell them the reason. Didn't I tell you? If daddy greets deaconess, don't you know that daddy and deaconess have relationship? We have relationship. Go and hug transformer. Go and hug transformer. What is wrong with you? Are you a brother's killer or a brother's keeper? What is wrong with you? Can I tell you the truth once and for all? Are you a brother's killer or a brother's keeper? Don't you see the way daddy is moving? Daddy like that woman. Daddy like that sister. If I like the sister, what will happen? What will you do? Are you the Holy Spirit? Or you are the God that called me? Keep your mouth shut. The only assignment you have in me is to pray for me. Stop talking nonsense and shut your mouth, my friend. Everything, you are just busy doing nothing. The devil is giving you assignment because you are a brother's killer. My friend, be a brother's keeper. Tell somebody something good. Are there not good things that happen in this church in every service? Those are the things you should talk about. Are there not glorious move of God in this place in every service? Child of God, I make bold to say that there is no church in this city that God does what he does in this place. What is wrong with you? Talk about that one and stop talking stories. I make bold to say it. We are the envy of many. My friend, why don't you relax and talk about the good ones? Help me ask that person, are you a brother's keeper? Or you're a brother's killer? Don't punish the devil. Why? Why are you doing that? Instead of encouraging people, you are discouraging them. God punish the devil.
Bible-believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
I'm supposed to know you very closely. Is it true? You have benefited from this commission. I remember when her son was almost lost at Lagos by prophecy. I prophesied and he came back all the way from Badagry. Is it true? Somebody who wasn't in his right senses. He was located and returned back by prophecy. For a very long time, we were not seeing her. She is here now because another challenge has come. And she's going to get it. But when she gets it, we will tell her to keep coming. Don't worry. But this time, I'm more Talknado. This one standing here, when they said he will not have peace in his place, and they said he will not marry, he came here without a wife, and I prophesied. Now he has a wife and he has a child. He has built a house. He's living in his house. That place they say he will not enter, he has entered. How many of you were here when they pursued him away from the father's place? But now he has built a house there. He's living there, but he ran away. But trouble has come. He located us again, and I am here. I still carry double letter. I come in the volume of the book that is written of me. Talk that one. Talk that one. Go and talk that one. Go and talk that one. Go and talk that one. You won't see that one. Where else can you see such a grace, such anointing? Where else can you feel such huge presence of God? Whether you talk up or you talk down, one thing you must agree with me is that you must agree that we are gifted and anointed in doing what we do. And I enjoy what I do. Which one are you? Are you happy when your brother is down, or you're happy when your brother is doing well? When you ask of a brother and they tell you, "Oh, got China," they're happy here. Gonna watch China. Oh, got on it. Oh wait, gonna watch China on it. Now this guy said, "For on go pay work." I say, "I got China." Why? Because you are just angry. That why will God bless your brother? My friend, if you need a blessing, rejoice with those that are blessed, and your own will come. Ask somebody, are you a brother's keeper or you a brother's killer? Which one are you? Are you a brother's keeper? How many times have you turned around and said, just look at that brother? Every time. Any day you see him in church, the same trouser, the same shirt. You are not supposed to talk it, you are supposed to change it. Come on now. If you see him wearing a shirt and a trouser all the time, don't talk it, change it. There is nothing wrong if you buy a trouser and give him. There's nothing wrong if you buy a shirt and give him. Come on now. And give him in such a way that the next person to you will not know that you have given him a shirt or you have given him a trouser. Heaven will mark it and record it for you. When you see your sister 2 months, 3 months, her hair has not been made, you don't talk it. Look at this one. The hair is smelling. If the hair is smelling, buy attachment and give her. Carry her somewhere where they will make her hair. Pay for it and let them make her hair. Heaven will record it for you. You are your brother's keeper. Don't mock her. Don't mock her. Don't laugh at her because of where you met her today. Life is not like that. All of us, we are all coming from somewhere. The person you meet down today, you may meet up tomorrow. I feel like it now. The person you meet down today, you may meet up tomorrow. Life is not the way you look at it. You don't respect people by the weight of their pocket. You respect people by who they are. Respect everybody. Don't talk some down and talk some up. It may be your turn today. Don't kill me. It will also be my turn tomorrow. Everything in life is turn by turn. Help me tell your brother, are you a brother's keeper or a brother's killer? With joy in my heart, I want to announce to you that every brother's keeper has covenant with God. When you are a brother's keeper, you have covenant with God. The Lord is watching over you. The Lord is watching over you. That is why what happened to others on the negative can never happen to you. Because the Lord is watching over you. Those killers, they don't laugh when good things are being said. When things are wrong, that's when they laugh. When they see a brother fighting a sister, that's when they see, look at them. That's when they will laugh. When they see quarrel, that's when they will laugh. When you come for meeting, they will not talk until there is crisis. They like crisis. They like where there is problem. Anytime there is problem, you see that I said it. This is how their meeting used to be. God punished the devil. They are the killers. And they can talk. Their tongue very sharp. They will attend meeting. From beginning and end of the meeting, they are picking points for discussion. And they are the ones who do meeting after meeting. Anytime you see meeting close and you see a circle of 4 or 5 persons, They are a group of killers. Send the Holy Ghost water to water them down. They know how to carry rumo. They will cook it, garnish it well. But they will make sure there is one atom of truth in it. Then they will make the thing bigger than the size. Carry the story. But God will punish the devil. One more time, are you a brother's killer or a brother's keeper? No matter how much I love you, no matter how much I care about you, anytime I sense that you are among the people carrying rumor, I will be keeping myself far from you. Because if I continue to follow you, I will not go far. Because this brother's keeper will not let you go far. How many of you know that it is the things you hear that they say about you that will make you come to church and sit quietly? When you should be rejoicing and open up your spirit to receive. You will come to church in the morning, somebody will corner you. Sister, come. Come, I know why I'm calling you. Come. She will give you a news that will bring your spirit so down. Throughout the fellowship that day, everything they are saying and doing, you will no more concentrate just because of one news that they told you. If she didn't tell you that, you will rejoice and be happy. God will be happy with you. You will flow in the service and you will get what God wants you to get. That person is not a friend, he's an enemy. It's not a friend, it's an enemy. Somebody who will tell you words that will make your spirit go down. And the worst part is that when they tell you, they will tell you, don't say I said. Don't say I'm the one that told you. I'm just telling you this because I love you. Be careful. And who is she telling you to be careful? He will tell you, be careful with this organ sitting by your left hand side. Be careful with this organ sitting by your right hand side. Be careful with this sister sitting behind you. Be careful with the pastor standing in front of you. Then how are you going to live your life? How are you going to live your life? Because you are careful with the people all around you. You can't go right hand side. You can't go to the left. You can't go back. You can't go. So what kind of nonsense news is that? You don't need it. Can I talk to you now? One more time. Whoever that person is, that is a brother's killer, is not qualified to be around you. Do you agree with me now? Yes, sir. You yourself that I'm talking to, are you a brother's keeper or a brother's killer? After this service, can you afford to give somebody 200 naira for transport and not make CNN carry the news? Yes, sir. You will not invite Amampo. You are very sure. Yes, sir. Al Jazeera will not hear you. You are sure? Are you a brother's keeper or you a brother's killer? Are you a brother's keeper? You are a brother's keeper. How many of you can be driving on the way and you see your brother's vehicle parked and you will park? That is the church in my heart. And you will park and come down. There was a time I was traveling and I saw police stop a brother. I didn't know the brother, but what I saw was our church sticker on it. And I saw the church sticker. I said, stop! They stopped. I came down and said, that is my brother. What has he done? While they were talking, I said, give me the car keys. They put it in my hand. Brother, start your vehicle. Go now that I'm standing here. Go now that I'm standing here. Are you your brother's keeper or you are your brother's killer? Keeper. If you are your brother's keeper, you will not gossip with your brother. If you are your brother's keeper, you will not cause confusion. If you are your brother's keeper, any group you belong, you will be a plus and not a minus. You will not hide under anything to cause trouble. Until such a time when this church and churches will come to that level Where the greatest support a new men's leader will enjoy is the support of the former leader living. Until we get there, until we get to that point where when one leader is leading, all the leaders are leading. When a leader will call another leader, say, come, this thing you want to do, I tried it in my time, it didn't work. It's a mistake I made. If I'm given opportunity to lead again, I will not make the same mistake. Do it like this. Do it like this. Until we get there. Oh my God. Until we get there. When interest will be removed from the whole game. When interest will leave. Who are you getting the interest for? Child of God, whether you like it or not, we will give account to God the way we do our things. Every one of us will give account to God. This is not a place where you say, I belong to Paul or I belong to Apollos. This is not the place. This is the house of God. Paul said, don't belong to the group of Apollos. Don't belong to my group, because I plant Apollos. What about God gives increase? Are you your brother's keeper or your brother's killer?
Bible-believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
Make this call quickly. Here 080 323 854 54. Call the person. Ask her if she used to come to Talknado church, and does she have a newborn baby. If she say yes, ask her if they are in Aba. If they are in Aba, she should carry that baby now, whether strong or not, and meet me here very quickly.
To see my body is your sanctuary.
You got her? What? Did they ask her if she has a newborn baby? You called her. Did you tell her to bring the baby and start coming?
She said that she's coming now.
Very good. Where is your first daughter? In the school here, in this place. Go and bring her. The devil is after her. Eh? Go and bring her.
Father, release the wind of glory. The atmosphere for miracle.
God said to me that which is troubling all your children and yourself is coming from a place called Umuduru in Isunjaba. And God said to me, trace it to the root. Cancel it and solve it. I am moving now to Umuduru in Isunjaba. I'm getting into the family of Ibekwe. I hear God say to me, get to the roots, uproot it and let it end. You didn't know what was in Ibekwe's family before you entered. Your offense was that God blessed you with male children.
Yes, sir.
and you had male children, you have them.
Yes, sir.
They decided to useless all of them because that is what they never wanted. But you are coming from another family called Obuji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who is Martina?
Sir,
Martina. That thing is all over me now.
Hands of the day of the Pentecost.
It's all over me now.
Let your power come.
It's all over me now. 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 I am tracing it to the root. I get straight to the root where it all started from. From the fateful Friday when you were born. I bring it up from there. Okay, I'm talking of somebody that was born on Friday and you were born on Friday. I'm talking of them useless young men. And you are living in Port Harcourt.
Yes, sir.
While your destiny is tied down at Isochi. Wait for me there. I will do ministry.
Ikuku sini we kusano mo. Ikuku ama kusam 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 onyamara. Ikuku kusano mo.
Bible believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
Come. This is not the color of this girl. You are not getting yourself.
Yes, sir.
And you don't know what is wrong with you.
Yes, sir.
Every treatment don't seem to be working. What is your name?
My name is Ikechi Kuchina.
Ikechi Kuchina. Son, come. Do you believe I'm a man of God?
Yes, sir.
You believe I can help you now?
Yes, sir.
Wherever you are in this house, please sit down. I come with a word of prophecy in my mouth. You will never be ashamed. Are you prepared for the burial of Gloria now? I hear Gloria Edokwe.
Yes, sir. My mother.
Somebody is saying, call her on the phone. You said you are not prepared.
Yes, sir.
00330 92278. That's your number. Yeah, call her on the phone. Are you prepared now?
No, sir.
Can you give me 303 naira? If you can't see 3 naira, bring 5 naira to replace 3 naira. Oga, get up. Enwere onye ma na-akpọ Igbo anụgo? Eh? ịnọ n'ụra mgbe anyị na-akpọ Igbo anụgo ngwa nọrọ ala ụbọchị iteta ga agwa anyị ọ ga ịnọ n'ụra mgbe anyị na-achọ Igbo anụgo ọ dị onye a na-akpọ Tochi kedu onye a na-akpọ Tochi Igbo anụgo kedu ebe ọ nọ ugbu a ọ nọ na yard Ebube si m ekwele ka Tochi Igbo anụgo bee akwa onye iro chọrọ ka o bee mana ị nọ n'ụra manụ ka ajọ ekwe na-ekwu n'Igbo ukwu enwere ebe ịma na-akpọ Igbo ukwu anụrụ m ebe ajọ ekwe na kọkọm. I want to do ministry. Call her for me. Were you born in the month of June?
Yes, sir.
You were born in the month of June.
Yes, sir.
Look at a coincidence. You were born in the month of June. You were born in the month of June. Look at a coincidence.
Onye nwanyị dị ebube, ebube ka Chineke m dị, ebube ka Chineke m dị, ebube ka Chineke m dị, ebube.
This one, 10 to June. Eh? This one, 20th June. This one, 14th to June. Only 10th to June, were Which of you was born on the 10th of June?
Yes, sir.
Don't.
Gano ga-agbara m chimney ihe ọ na-eme dị m mmadụ. Gano ga-agbara m chimney ihe ọ na-eme dị m.
This one was born on a Monday. This one was born on a Friday. This one was born on a Wednesday.
Unu ọwa ya ebube, ebube ma, ebube ma, ebube bo, ebube ma, ebube bo, ebube ma, ebube.
The only thing I will not do for the public is the year. Eh? Nkwuo? Nkwuo nke gị? 1975. Ana m amụ amụ.
Ọgọziwa kara aka m ewo, ọgọziri m gọziri, Chukwu ọgọziwa kara aka, o mere m sekense.
I will not talk your own. I will not talk your own. Not because I don't know, I know. Omo Talknado.
Lada, 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 lada.
He said for your case that I should trace it to the root. That I should trace it to the root. That's what he told me. He said I should follow it to the root. That I should pick it from the root and solve it once and for all. They've caused a lot of confusion in your family, amongst your children. They've destroyed a lot and made people cry. There is a name I will ask you now. Let me know if you know this name. Do you know Catherine? Do you know Catherine? Hold on. I'm talking of Catherine Obuji. I want to get to the root. Bring it from there. There are so many similarities. Your mother's name is Catherine. Your grandmother's name is Catherine.
Yes.
Your mother own is mercy. Allow her, allow her. Give her a seat. Are you the one who will call your number? Bring the child to me. Hold this phone. Put the microphone in my mouth. Is this a baby boy? Your husband's family vowed that you will not have a baby boy. All the children you were having are all female children. You gave birth to this one. We were here worshiping the Lord. The Lord told me that in the next 2 hours they were sending arrow to take this boy. And I said you should bring him. Who is Chinyere?
It's me.
Does this boy have any connection with Isukwato?
Yeah, I will describe.
Uno windi Isukwato.
The thing when pass man picking up, he no pass God nothing, nothing pass God. Call and he go answer. The thing when pass man picking up, he no pass God at all. Nothing pass God. Call and he go answer. Power day, power day, power day, power day. Jesus power pass power. Now him big say power day, power day, power day. Power day, power day. Jesus power pass power. Now him been saved.
That sister that just left here, has she gone far? Please bring her. Bring her. She shouldn't run, no, she's carrying a baby. And that baby is very tender. My sister, do you believe in the grace that I carry? I'm hearing Friday. Who is Friday?
Oh, my husband.
Where is he?
Oh, wait. We may travel this morning.
He went to Owerri
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
Can you stand for your husband?
Yes, sir.
You people should bring seat for her to sit down. You will exercise patience enough. Eh? You know what they said now? What they said now that made me call you back was that I had them shout all the way from Isukwato. Said, as I have saved the child, they will go after the father. Because they don't want him to have a male child. That now that he has succeeded in having a male child, and they want to strike, and I have stopped it, the Lord said to me that the next voice coming was that they will attack the father. That was where I had the name Friday. And I asked where the thing is coming from. The name I had is somehow Ikea, I-K-E-A.
Achama.
Now, I had the Lord say to me, do not allow them. Because if they succeed in removing him, you people will suffer.
Yes, sir.
Can you relax there?
Yes, sir.
Let me finish with everybody.
Yes, sir.
I will do it last.
Yes, sir.
I hope you are not going to be angry. You are sure?
Yes, sir.
Everyone in this house, however they are targeting you, they will not get you. Okay, I'm hearing Raymond. Raymond.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, hold on. Martina, I want to help you and your children. Today, Because of time, I wanted to take you through some history. But because of time, I enter straight into Umuduru in Isunjaba, Ibekwe's family. I uproot that evil plant that does not grow and does not die. It doesn't grow and it doesn't die. Its intent and intention is that as long as it remains like that, so shall your children be running around and be stunted. And the funny part now is to put hatred among them.
Yes, sir.
Anyone that must feed must hate the brother, must hate the rest. Putting enmity among them, making them to hate you for nothing.
Yes, sir.
None of them remembers you.
Yes, sir.
But now, I get to the root. I uproot it. I said it will never be like that again. I uproot it from the root. The Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what shall the righteous do? I get to the root now. I uproot it from the root. I said it is over now. It will never be the same again.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I traced her mother's name to your grandmother's name. What is happening to your mother today? Madness does not run in their lineage, but she's, let me use the right word, she's craving mad.
Yes.
It doesn't run in her lineage. It doesn't run in your father's lineage. I don't want to tell you what will be more than you. It came from somewhere as a result of something, a mistake that she made. But because the Lord has ordered me, I don't know why. Her name is Mercy.
Yes, sir.
Because the Lord has ordered me to step into this matter and proffer solution. I step in now. I remove that evil from her head.
Amen.
I return it back to the one that sent it to her.
Amen.
Carry it back. In the next 17 minutes, this case is hereby settled. 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 I get to your root now, like I promised I would do. From the root, I settled that evil tree that was planted in the compound of Ibepe to shut many and destroy destinies. Today, I end it. That evil that was planted there, that is scattering your children, that is causing these pains. Even your own people that should help you are not helping you.
Yes, sir.
They are all tired and fed up.
Yes, sir.
Even your brother that died, that used to be very rich, but he couldn't help you
Yes, sir.
because they became tired of you because of the foundation of what was found in Ibekwe's family. They don't want to get involved anymore. But now, from the root, I order it to come back together.
Amen.
This case is hereby.
Bible believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
You had me talking to her. It was her case that brought up your own. Right? You had me talking to her.
Yes, sir.
How they scattered her children.
Yes, sir.
That none of them will lift their head. If you tell anybody today that your mother's younger brother is sitting there at the Federal House of Representatives, who promised you during the election that you will be his PA.
Yes.
If you tell anybody today that he's there, nobody will believe you. Because your mother's children are suffering from a cause that none of you know about. If you call him now, he will answer your call. And he will tell you, oh, chai. Oh yeah, don't worry, I will call you back. I will call you back. But he will never call. He will never call. But anytime you call him, he will shout, oh, sorry. Oh my God. What he's telling you is from his heart. He wants to help you, but he doesn't know what takes you away from his heart. If the foundation be destroyed, what shall the righteous do? If there be anybody in this house today, or from wherever you hear the sound of my voice, that cause is closing you up from where help should come, after today, the God of help will make haste to help you. The God of help will make haste to help you. Somebody lift your voice and shout amen. I hear I didn't know. I didn't know. It's not your own surname, it's the surname of your husband. It is your own father's name.
Yes, sir.
But it was given to you, right?
Yes, sir.
But your English name is Samuel.
Samuel, yes, sir.
Samuel, I didn't know. I hear Onyekwere. I hear Mother Abuchi. Oga, your father's name is Mother Abuchi.
Mother Abuchi, that's my direct father.
Hold on. Oh, you now hear me. I step into your matter now. As I step into your family, it started with one person. I had Gloria. I had God say I should ask you whether you're prepared to bury Gloria now. I think that's what I said. Now it has entered to delivering the family. Now, I sit in the place of my office. I release a word of prophecy. Everyone in the family will be free from this minute. As you say you are not ready, I also say it will not happen now. Somebody holla settle. Holla settle. Holla settle for the last time. Don't call your uncle. When will you know the difference? You will know the difference when what the prophet say come to pass. Don't call your uncle. He will call you this night.
Okay, sir.
He will be the one to call you. He will. Don't call him. He will call you this night.
I hear you, sir.
By the time he call you this night, he will ask you to come to Owerri tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
When you go to Owerri. Everyone in this place, wherever you are, listening to the sound of my voice, I see help coming for somebody. Holla settle if you will. God bless you. You can go. You want to give me? What has more culture got to do with you?
My son name.
Before you married?
And my senior brother used to answer it.
More culture. Stretch your hands to me wherever you are. Today, over your head, over your family. I release a word of prophecy. When men shall say there is a casting down, you will announce that there is a lifting up. You will announce that there is a lifting up. You will announce that there is a lifting up. Lift your voice and holler amen. Ngozi Nwokocha.
My mother.
Yeah, name.
Ebube sekara ma kwa mmochi ya uchiri. Chukwu sekara ma kwa mmochi uchiri.
Any hole the wicked dug for you, the wicked shall fall into that hole. Chukwu goziri gị n'aka, but onye ire achọghị ka ọ pụta ihe. The Lord told me now that the day you were born, there was a clear shining of your rainbow of destiny. 28.
Yes, sir.
Emma. Okwema.
Yes, sir.
September.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy the other one. I'm Okwamia. Oh, Rema Namaya. Okay. The day you were born, there was a clear shining of rainbow of destiny on the 28th of September. And that year is a very significant year, even in the history of Nigeria. Okay, in the history of this country, the year Hamonoge, the very significant. Talknado.
Abonye na rono chimoka Jehovah bugwa kulere Ejim gana no defense. You are my winter jacket. Your body baby limp.
Now I use the power given to me by God as the carrier of the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. I go back to where it was scattered. I correct it from there. Tochi will not cry because of you. Today, I said the Lord who keeps Israel, he neither sleeps nor slumbers. I don't care what the enemy is saying, but your destiny is secured. I don't care what the wicked is planning, but I said he shall not walk. That beat they are beating at Ibuku, I sit here in the sanctuary, as I sit in the place of my office, as a carrier of the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. I say to you, it will not work. No weapon fashioned against you shall prosper. No arrow of the wicked shall prosper. I refuse it now in the name of Jesus Christ. People will not gather at Ibadan street to talk. Say, look at what has happened. It will not happen. I refuse it from happening. Somebody holler amen. Child of God, holler amen. Holler amen. Okay, hold on, I'm coming. Everyone in this house, wherever you are, if you can, stretch your hands to me. Listen to me. This year, all the hidden treasures, all the blessings of God that was hidden away from you over the years, over time, the remaining days of this year, this is the first Thursday in the month of November. That is to say that the year is coming close to an end. This year will not end until you laugh your laugh.
Bible Believing Mission Incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
Every blessing God has made for you, wherever they are hiding, heaven will release it to you today. Any money that left your hand without God's arrangement for you, any money that left your hand because of your mistake, left your hand out of the wickedness of a man, any blessing that you missed, any blessing that eluded you, however it was done, today I order them to return back to you. I prophesy to you now.
I receive.
Get into your root. I release a word of prophecy. Shame will not cover you.
Amen.
I said shame will not cover you.
Amen.
I was talking about you and your mother at the same time. And instead of me putting the thing straight, that it was your mother that was born on a Wednesday, I said it was you. Why you? You were born on a Friday. Your mother was born on a Wednesday. And because it was your mother I was talking about, so I said Wednesday. And if you had gone with that Wednesday, knowing that you were born on Friday, it will look like you are helping me. You are trying to help me. So, your mother, Gloria Edokwe, was born on a Wednesday. You, Ifeoma, was born on a Friday, on the 20th of June, 1975. That's when you were born. As I was talking to this man now, God corrected me and asked me to come and correct you. And to come and put it straight to you so that you know the person I was talking about. Because I told him that he was born on the 28th of September. But I didn't call the year. Him and me know the year. I will only call your own year when you ask me to. If you look like you are not very sure. But for him right now, I will pick his matter and take it straight to the father's domot. Osuoku. Osuoku. Igbanugo. Nwa Justina. Ngwakpom Talknado. You heard me when I said to one sister that she was born on the 20th of June.
Yeah.
And you too, you were born in June.
Yes, sir.
June. Ebo. June 2nd. I will not call the year. It is too small. You are my brother. You are a small guy. By what God is telling me now, very, very small guy. Hey! The best thing that can happen to anybody is to be at peace with God, where He can talk to you. I step into the matter from the root. I get there and I correct it from the root.
Amen.
I speak as an oracle of God, as a carrier of the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. Your case, I correct it from the very roots.
Amen.
And it is hereby settled, settled, settled.
Amen.
And I journey now to a place called Ahaba.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
In Isukwato.
Yes, sir.
I have gone there. I step in there now. And I say what they planned will not work.
Amen.
Somebody holla Talknado. Holla Talknado, I will talk. I enter there now. I said, the word of God said, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Yes, sir.
I enter there now. I tell them that they cannot touch Friday. I didn't come as a begging prophet. I came as a prophesying prophet.
Amen.
I'm not begging them. I'm ordering them.
Yes, sir.
Everyone under the influence of my voice, every Talknado child, hear me. When I enter into your matter, I do not come to beg the wicked. I come with a word of decree. I come with a word of prophecy in my mouth. I said it will not happen.
Amen.
I sit in the place of my office. I said this case is hereby settled, settled, settled. How much is a bag of rice?
A bag of rice depends. We have Indian rice, we have Thailand rice.
How much? How much? Come down, come down. He's into the business. Which one do you have now?
I have Indian rice, sir. I have Thailand rice as well.
How much?
19,000 and 18,000 respectively.
19 and 18,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Sister, come down. You, come down. Come downstairs. You are a young widow. The Lord told me, as I'm about to share grace now, that you and your children don't have something to eat. And you have 5 children. Immediately after this service now, go with him. Get to his shop. Give her 1 bag of rice. Give her the best. This is 19,000. Give her the best. Carry the rice. Carry your children. Go home. From now, you and your children have become part of our responsibility. Anytime there is no food in your house, tell us. God bless you.
Bible believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
Every satanic arrangement to scatter your ways and kill your dream with the intent and intention to frustrate you. You had good plans. You started something that should help you and bring you up. The enemy came and fought. The Lord told me that every effort you are putting in place, that the enemy is trying to frustrate it. And I asked your mother to go and call you, and you were not here. But now, I stopped them from scattering your ways. What they did to your father, they will not do to you. Settle. Settle. Settle.